Okay, I'm going to give you a quick tour of my plants. I'm not going to be naming them all, but anyway, these I will name some of them. Um, but if their name comes to mind, if it doesn't, I won't. But anyway, there's a Chevaliera back there, and that is a orchid. It's called Dancing Ladies. It's an oncidium, and there in front, that is Swedish ivy, also known as a friendship plant. There's a polka dot plant back there. There's a big old cactus, and I can't remember what kind he is. I think he's some kind of mammillaria, but he blooms. He's supposed to bloom, um, so anyway, I don't know if he will or not, but there he is. So anyway, these two up front, these are Miltoniopsis orchids. They've not bloomed for me yet. And then that little one in the back, that is a Talumnia, which hasn't bloomed yet. And then I've got some cactus that I had overwatered a plant, and these I'm trying to see if I can save them, keep them alive. And then that's a little oncidium right there. It's called a oncidium twinkle, and the blooms are itsy bitsy. So now I'm going to take you into another area where I've got some more plants. Hold on. Okay, that's a marble peperomia right there in front. Okay, in the back we've got, that's a ZZ plant, and I'm trying to grow that from some cuttings that fell out when I bought it. That is a balloon cactus. I believe it's Echinopsis type. And then there is some kind of elongated species. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I believe it's in the Mammillaria family. That's some kind of cactus, which I can't think of the name of it, but it's bloomed once, and the blooms are pretty good size. Not huge, but for the plant, they're pretty good size, and they were like a orange color. They were so pretty. Okay, and then I've got a couple of Haworthias there that you can see on either side of that cactus, and then that's a Domino's cactus, and that is an old lady cactus, which I almost didn't buy since I am an old lady. But anyway, I went ahead and got it, and it has real pretty pink flowers that surround the top, and it's already bloomed this year, so I don't know. I think they only bloom once a year. And that is called a earth star. It's in the bromeliad family. Excuse me. Cryptanthus, I think, is what it. Cryptanthus bromeliad. Anyway, got a spider plant up here. One of the variegated ones. And then here's another Haworthia. And there is my Siam Queen, also known as Aglaonema red. There's my regular ZZ, green ZZ. And then I've got a waffle plant there to the left. And then down there is another kind of ZZ that I got. I forget what it's called, but it's forms in clumps. So it wasn't as healthy when I received it, but hopefully it will take off and be a nice plant. ZZs take a long time to grow, especially if they're in, but they can tolerate low light conditions, and but the lower the light conditions, the slower they grow. So they do still need light. But here's some plants I have on the table here. This is some kind of a Dracaena. And then there is a plant, I can't think of the name of it, so I'm not going to tell you, but it's pretty. And then that is definitely a bromeliad there. That's a bromeliad that was in bloom when I got it, and it's put out some new shoots. So there that is. This is something my dad painted for me. And there's something Clarissa Ray, my daughter, painted for me. Okay, and now I'll take you in here, and this is called a lucky bamboo, but it's actually a Dracaena. The lucky bamboos are all made from the Dracaena plant, and they just look like bamboo, and that's why they call them the lucky bamboo. But anyway, there's a real pretty one, and then here's one that it was kind of tall, and I cut it, and so I'm still waiting for the big part to make roots, but I believe the smaller part right there has already made roots, and it's doing better. Out here on the patio, or not patio, but screened in porch, those three on top there, those are Dendrobium Phalaenopsis orchids, and they've been in bloom since spring. And that one on the left end there is about to bloom again. It's got two more spikes coming out. And there in the back is an oxalis, just the typical green oxalis with the white blooms. Hope you can see the blooms. And then this is my Hosta. And I had it in the house, and it just went from thriving to it just didn't like being in the house. So I put it out on the porch in a shady area, and it's really come back, and it's looking really good. But when I got it, it was real full, and it was blooming. So these bloom, and the blooms are real pretty. So I'm looking forward to more blooms. This is a bloom I cut off from my Dendrobium Phalaenopsis. And then that in the green planter there is a Dendrobium nobile, bridal red celebration. And it bloomed right after I got it. It hasn't bloomed since, but I'm hoping it will. I had it inside, and I've taken it outside, and I think it really prefers being outside. So, of course, I live in Florida. So, and then there is my ficus. It's a weeping ficus, and they put out a lot of oxygen. They're good air purifiers. They don't like to be too close to the sun. When I had it closer to the sun, it got thrips, and I was able to get rid of the thrips. And the main thing I think that helped was hydrogen peroxide. I put a bunch of hydrogen peroxide, poured it right in there like water, and the thrips all died, and it began putting out new growth. So of course, now what I do, I use neem oil at the base of every plant after I water it, and I'm bug free. So those are two poinsettias, and then there is a night blooming cereus, which is doing well. I got it from a leaf cutting from a friend, Don Brooks, up north, and it's doing really well. And of course, down there I've got a couple of Schlumbergeras, and those are the they call them Thanksgiving cactus, but mine don't bloom till after Christmas. I have another one somewhere, but I'll show it to you in a minute. Okay, and then I've got Phalaenopsis. I've got them turned away so you can't see the blooms, but the blooms are beautiful, and they're all in bud, and I've got sent out several spikes. So when those all open up, it's going to be glorious out here. That in the back there, the tall, that is a crucifix orchid. So I got two cuttings, and one of them died. The other one's still living. And then that tallest one is a completely new shoot that came up. And there's some other shoots coming up at the bottom. This is a, hope you can see it because the sun is out. This is a crown of thorns, and it's the red. And those little flowers, they call those bracts. They're not really typical flowers. They're B-R-A-C-T-S, bracts. But anyway, you get more flowers if you, you know, according to how much they're watered. You don't want them to, you know, they have to be in well-draining soil, very well-draining soil. And you have to let them dry out between waterings. But if you let them dry out too much, you won't have any flowers. So you can't completely neglect them. And down here, this is an empty pot. It's a sakuma that I got from last year, and it should bloom again. So I'm looking forward to that. It should rise again. It has a dormancy phase. This is a Metanilla miriantha. It's a type of orchid. Well, it's called an orchid, but it's not really an orchid. But anyway, it's like I said, that's what it is. Metanilla miriantha. And then right down there is another little crucifix orchid, and that one has yellow bracts, but that is really new. I just recently got that one, and it was flowering when I got it, but it was in very bad condition from the shipping. So, but it's thriving. I just don't have any flowers right now. And I will take you back inside and show you what I have in my bedroom. There are my kitties. That's Gabriel right there. And there is Goober. Hi, Goob. Hi, Gooby. Okay, so I'll show you what I got in my bedroom. Okay, yeah, I've got two hanging planters. That's a pothos on the right, and that is a maidenhair fern, adiantum. It's supposed to be upright growing rather than, you know, closer to the ground. It's more of a, you know, it grows more upright, and that's why I got it, because I like that. And then there's a Dracaena on the right. In the middle, that's a type of ficus. Let's see what kind it is. I forget what it's called. It's from Southeast Asia. It's called a ficus pumila. And I was really surprised that that was a ficus, but it's so pretty, isn't it? And it kind of is vining. So anyway, it looks really pretty. And then there on the left is a type of ivy called Hetera helix, little Herman ivy. But anyway, that's pretty too. So that's why I have that. And with that, those are all my plants. I'll just show you around my apartment a little bit. Here it is. There. And my bathroom, I really like the bathroom except for this hanging sweater, which I'll get down. But I think it looks so cute in here because, you know, I really like it. The walls are not green. The towels, of course, are green. And they're putting off a little bit of a green reflection. There's my shower curtain, which is real pretty. And there, my towels, and there's, isn't that pretty? And there's my little bathroom, which is not much to see, but anyway, it serves me. And here is my living area. Television. Grandsons. It's another picture of my grandsons, more recent. They're let me see if I can make this go down a little. There they are. Oh, I got a piano. My little dining area, very small. So, and then here's my little kitchen. It's not real big either. It's kind of, but there it is. All right, you've seen it.